Time to go see what God is up to. That honestly looks something else than a hole. Well, it looks kind of a hole. Yeah, just jump in there. Hello? Is God here? I have a couple of questions. What the f... That's... God? Well, it doesn't look like the Baphomet monster from the first game. Claudio?
You can't be dead. I was gonna kill you.
Well, you kinda did.
This is God?
Oh shit. I wonder if that looks like Alessa. I wonder if bulletproof vest protects against the fires of God. Here. Ah! Fucking slapped me. Slapped me and did like a crazy damage. I can't hit it while it's up there, or... Ah! How do you... That actually this does like a... I shot it with a handgun last time. Okay, okay, I think it falls down if you shoot it with the handgun. I wanted to switch the weapon and for whatever reason it just like didn't. What is that range? What is that damage? Yeah, it actually... Yeah, that's how it works. Okay. Well, that was an accidental dodge. I think you need to like... Yeah, you need to like... Okay, okay. You need to like dodge it to the side, then it comes to the center and you just like walk to the side. Yeah, that actually works. So you're not getting ammunition from anywhere basically. How the fuck? What if you're in a situation when where you don't have like enough ammunition? What the hell? What happened there? How did I get hit? I don't know. I don't know. Stuff. It's almost like this shit doesn't even hit it properly. I'm not sure how good this is. Like if I do that, I get hit, and it does like insane damage. Yeah. Here. It gets you to red health like with 2 hits. Well, I'll just tank it out. This isn't a very good tactic, but whatever. Let's go, just go in front of it and point blank. Ah. I wonder if I can take one more hit. Nah, I'm not gonna risk it since I have... Oh! It bit me. Oh, that's not very nice. I'm not even sure if this is what you're supposed to do. Yeah, it is. Okay, so if you can just tank that out, you can actually kill it pretty efficiently that way. I think. Yes, stomp it! So... you killed a god. Questionable. Prepare, now there's the true ultimate boss.
Is that the end? I guess it's time to roll the credits.
The second phase.
Dad!
Well, at least you avenged Harry. What was that look? I think that was it actually. That was the last boss. Back at the amusement park. Douglas didn't make it. No, he's still alive.
Heather, is it really over?
Not yet. You're still alive.
What the fuck?
What the?
Is this like the bad ending or something? Oh.
Just a joke.
Oh.
Terrible
I'm
taste.
sorry.
Heather, did
You
you...
don't have to call me that. I'm not hiding anymore.
Want me to use your real name? What was it again?
Cheryl,
Oh.
the name my father gave me.
Oh, she uses uses Cheryl,
Hair color go back too?
not Alessa.
I don't know. Don't you think blondes have more fun?
And she dyes her hair, so it's naturally black. Is that it? There's no...
Spoke of torture, so
hidden cutscenes.
so outrageous the toll. You can lose all you have.
Yeah,
He refused to
that's
give
it.
in to the town that takes all. Survive. You must have the will. This movie doesn't end the way we want all the time. Then he shouts at the moon. She's
So I assume this picture is supposed to be like the ending. Like, she just pays homage to Harry's grave and kinda moves on.
He was walking alone.
Unless there's something after these credits. I kinda want to listen to this song. That actually reminds me, I was thinking, the music in these Silent Hill games
Outrageous the toll.
isn't like exactly my kind of music, which I like that much. But the thing about this is like, it's kinda insane how the music is like divided into this really industrial, chaotic, like almost chaotic panic horror type of ambience music that creates the like tension and like panic and all that. And then in contrast you have these like really melancholic and melodic and deep and like structured pieces. So it's kind of they've done it like really super well. The music isn't bad, like I said. It's not my type of genre or like type of thing that's my ultimate favorite, but it's like but they convey emotions for me at least. They fit perfectly, so to speak. Like I think the music is maybe one of the best parts in this series.
Now it's too late for me. This town will eventually take me. Too late for me. This town will win. Through this fog they came along. Dark creatures singing a terrible song. The rest of the bar laughed at him.
This music is actually from the first game, the intro music, remixed with
No more
a bit.
stories from him. I heard him say,
Yeah.
we blame bad luck for his fate. Only I know terror.
Akira Yamaoka did the music.
He will know that someday all
lyrics don't make any sense, but yeah, kind of fits partly to the game. I think this game was released 2003. So it's over 20 years old. Okay, so results. Is that like 3 stars from 5 stars or 2 stars from 5 stars? I don't know. So action level is it's individual. So okay, it's individually ranked from these, and then you have the final rank down there, 5 stars and 8 small stars. So action level was normal, and it gives you this one. I guess it's like supposed to be like 5 stars if you do it on hard. This gave 5 stars, but this gave 1 star. Split form kill time was... Can you even get no stars from these? The guard kill time actually was pretty fast. Clear number 1. Save and yeah, you can. Save and continue number. Whoa! I guess I found everything? Defeated enemy by fighting. Total damage. I don't know, this is kinda like weird ranking system, and I don't really understand the ranking system in these games anyway. Like, I didn't really understand it in Resident Evil either. Extra new game has been added to start screen. Play from there to see and enjoy extra features. Starting from new game will begin a new game without the extra features. Fulfill the conditions for the hidden weapon Beam Saber. Extra costume has been added to the start screen. If you select this and enter the password, you can get a new costume. You got the extra costume password. Happy birthday. Okay. Do you wish to save play results and ranking? System info such as clear info and extra feature has already been saved. I guess. Well, it took me 9 hours and 15 minutes to, like, in-game time. So I need to type it here. Because happy birthday. Like, why would they do it like this? I don't know. You got a header shirt. Okay. So you can just unlock them from that. So actually, let's go check out this quickly. Can you use the costume now? That's the main question. Yeah, I think she has. Yeah. She has a different outfit now. Yeah. She has like a t-shirt. Tank top, basically.
What a nightmare.
Wait, it skips the intro like completely. You don't need to do the roller coaster thing. What's there in the... What picture is that on her shirt? Silent Hill Heather with a gun. What the fuck is this? Breaking the fourth wall, I guess. Just casually. Be kinda interesting if Douglas would have different outfit too. This outfit is actually pretty
Dad,
cool.
it's me. Yeah. Sorry I didn't call sooner.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about like a little
Yeah,
bit
I
of
guess
about
it
the
was.
game. I just want to see if there's anything like different with Douglas or...
Oh, I didn't get that thing you asked me to. Okay. Okay, I will. I love you too, Dad.
No, there's nothing different with Douglas. No. Well. Yeah. I guess I'll leave it here. Let's check it. Check out the outfit. That's kind of funny. I wonder how many outfits there are hidden. But anyway, about a little bit of my thoughts. This game, I've now played the first, the second, and this one. Silent Hill games. This is the longest Silent Hill out of all of these. Like, even if I didn't record the time it took to do these puzzles, and it still was like 18 parts. I think this is the 18th part. Like basically over almost 18 hours of game time. Even more with like since I actually had to like mess around with the puzzles and all that. So this is the longest one out of all of these. But yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how I feel about this. I think it's actually a pretty good game. But compared to first and second game, this one is a lot more harder, like a lot more difficult. And I don't know why they did it like that. It kind of feels like the second game was too easy and people were like criticizing them for that. Like, why is the second game so easy even on normal difficulty? So they decided to like change it up with this, with the normal difficulty, because it's actually pretty difficult. It's really hard to find items. There isn't really that many items. I almost ran out of them, even though I tried to like pass by the enemies at the end especially. And you can't like, most of the enemies are really fucking hard to kill, even with weapons. So this would have been, if I'd played this on hard difficulty like this, and I didn't know about where to go and what to loot and all that, I would have probably been softlock basically, because I wouldn't have enough health items, because I lost so much health items doing this. Like in the beginning it felt like, okay, I can like kill the club hand enemies with just like circle strafing around them, and they will try to hit the air. In the end, in the end parts, they start to do that swinging attack, which will hit you, which will hit around them, so you can't even do that against them. They just made it so like it kind of feels like they were, okay, we know how you're beating them previously, but now they do it differently, and now you can't use that. Then some of the attacks, like you could beat the dogs with the knife pretty easily, just like do the permanent stabbing and they get stun locked by it and they won't bite you. And it felt like you could do it to those crawler enemies as well. But then suddenly they started to actually like not get stun locked that long from the attacks and could like grab you in between. So I don't know. And the nurses are like pretty damn strong in this game. So everything seems to be a lot more harder, and generally I feel like you just don't want to fight against anything. Unlike in the second and first game where you actually could fight enemies. Like none of them were really that threatening except in the first game, the birds. They were like really damn strong. But yeah. So this game just ramps up everything. It gets hard. It's a lot more harder combat-wise, and it's a lot more longer. And the puzzles in this game on the hard difficulty, like they're kinda insane, I have to say. Like one puzzle I actually had to look up hints in order to get it done. The Shakespeare puzzle. It's like, what the hell? That was so insane. Then there was the key code puzzle, which I accidentally solved. I mean, if there was like a limit to how many characters you could have like added there, and it would like basically not allow you to do, like, it would allow you to do more than the 4 characters, but it would not like it would make it fail the whole like thing, and it wouldn't give you a clue about that. Then I wouldn't have been able to actually solve it, but I got solved it because I kinda understood the puzzle and knew basically at least part of the puzzle, but I was like adding more there because I thought that there was more than 4 numbers, since that one of the logs actually like hints about it and says that 4 numbers should have been enough, which kind of hints that it actually is more than 4 numbers. But it might be like a translation error, or I might be misunderstanding it, and it actually means like it's like reference that it would like just typing out like 4 numbers instead of like these weird clues would be enough. It might mean that, or it might be like I thought about it that it starts with the number 4, or it could be just bullshit. I mean, I don't know. But that one I accidentally like cleared, and it didn't even took that much. Like the Shakespeare puzzle I was like doing for over a day, just learning about Shakespeare, the stories, Shakespeare stories, and those, like reading up on them. And if it would have been just that, then it would have been fine, but there was like more to it than that. And the structurization, or how they're structured, the hints, that's what makes the thing like just a guesswork, basically. Like, it's kind of like, in my opinion, it's not a very well made puzzle, or more like the hint system, or the structurization of the whole thing is way too confusing, and it's kind of like a guesswork, and you have to like you have to know what the developers are intending for it to be, which is not a really good puzzle in my opinion. Of course, it's nothing like these puzzles are, I guess, nothing compared to the old like adventure point and click games, which were so fucking cryptic and you had no clues anywhere on what to do. So it's not like insane like that, but still, I mean, the Shakespeare puzzle would have been maybe a bit better if it would have been structured more like better, like so that it's actually clear which is part of the puzzle and which is. That would make it easier, of course, but like now it's just like a guess, basically. Can be anything. The other part is that games probably shouldn't have like outside sources outside of the game. I was getting into this game kinda expecting that the game is, there's like a point where it actually expects you to know about chemistry and physics and all that, and it doesn't tell you anything. But I feel like it's not a very good like a way to make puzzles or make anything if you need to know about outside of the game. Need to know about things. Like I feel like there should have been in the Shakespeare puzzle, there should have been hints around the mall where you need to like, where you can read about the stories. It hints about what happens in any of these stories. Maybe add like more than those, but like kind of hint out the whole like thing that you can like figure it out from those. That's how I feel. People can disagree with me, but that's just my thought. Maybe I'm just, like I said in my video, that maybe I'm just salty because I couldn't solve it without using hints outside, like online hints basically. And maybe that's why I'm salty, because I couldn't do it, but I don't know. The key code puzzle in the hospital is... well, I don't really have anything to say about that. It's just like, it's so vague, and I solved it accidentally. Like, I solved it at least, but it's still like so vague that you're kinda like... It's kinda hard to actually like... That one is a bit easier because you can kinda figure it out, that maybe it's like how he touches the whole like the other face. But still, I mean, I assume it's like you can judge it from that, because that's how I actually judged it. And then there was the third like puzzle, which I just brute forced, the burning bodies bird puzzle, which is like a... I mean, that also requires you to know about outside like influences, at least partly. That one you can just brute force if you have enough time, because you know that it's 4 numbers and all that. But it's still like kinda... I actually like read about the birds, and I knew that the first one was either the lark, which was not dead, Lark's child, which was not dead, was kinda innocent, so you'd think that it was pure, was captured in a cage, so it was like admired by those above. But then I actually when I was solving it, the puzzle, or like doing the puzzle, I actually said that maybe it might be like the kingbird, like the wren, because I read that it was admired by kings, or thought to be as kingbird because it was king, and those above was like a reference to those in power, like basically king. And I think that's what it is. I think that's what it means. And then the pining hunter who came from the ground, that was like the owl, which was owl is basically hunts everything. Like owl is the only bird that is like actively hunting out of those, or like hunts the most, like eats mammals and small animals and all that. It's a hunter. And then the whole text hints that it's earthborn, or like can't take to the skies, can't fly, and stuff like that. And there's like a mention about the breath of the earth and all that. So yeah, but the other ones are like you can make a, like the last one was Sparrow, which wanted to kill all, and that was kind of like a vague, but you probably can make that conclusion that it's like has bloods on its crazy, like basically smiling, laughing lips, and it's going to hell with it because it just wants to kill everyone, and it already killed someone, the cock robin. So you can kind of think that it is like that, maybe. Like, you can make some sort of like weird conclusion from that if you think about it, but it wouldn't be the first one you'd think. Like, definitely not. And the third one, which was the Lynette, that just doesn't make any sense. I don't know. To me, I have no idea how that is that. It just doesn't make any sense in my opinion. Like, definitely. I just can't make the comparison. There has to be something about knowing what the bird is and how it is. Other than that, I don't know. There's like there's no like I can't like check out the memos. Yeah, I don't have any. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, Heather shirt, Silent Hill 3 original. You can actually unequip it and turns on the... Well, that's interesting. But yeah, so I don't know. That puzzle was like the thing is I had to brute force it, and it's a cool thing I could brute force it because I was like I started from the part that I thought that might have been like the one, so the first one and the second one, and I just started to rotate there. Well, actually I started with the second one since I was pretty sure that it was owl, so I just like started to go through the first one that I was kind of thinking. But all in all, they're like so vague, and you need to again know a bit about them normally. Like, they're common knowledge, of course, like birds. They're kind of common knowledge, so it's not that a big deal, but it's still like there should be like if you need to add like puzzles like that, you need to actually have the solution be found somewhere instead of like forcing you to go and look at that. But that's what I just think that the third puzzle doesn't make sense, and like the third thing doesn't really make sense, and it's what makes it a huge problem. Like, you can still like kind of deduce it from knowing the three parts, but it's still kind of like even the last one is pretty vague. So I don't know. I mean, I didn't hate the puzzles, but they were so overly cryptic that it's kind of crazy how what this is. Well, it's supposed to be hard, but it's still like god damn. And there was basically no other like actually difficult puzzles in the game, so those were the three like insane puzzles. But yeah, I mean I preferred the second game actually had like on the hard riddle difficulty, it had actually really good puzzles that you didn't need to know. Like I think those were better. But then again, they were easier and I solved them more easily. But yeah, that's about the whole puzzle thing. The game is more difficult, but I liked it. Like, the plot was actually pretty decent. Like, you could actually see the first games, like how what happened after the first game, basically. Like, it gives conclusion to the first game. The only thing I'm wondering about, why is the first why is the second game completely separate from either one of these? Like, actually, now that I think about it, in the second game there's no like real references to the first game at all. I don't remember, at least. Why not? It feels like they were thinking about making every game a separate entity, or that the second game was made by a different team who just wanted to make it based on Silent Hill. I mean, I don't understand. Then they decided, okay, let's make the third one about the story of the first game, like a continuation to the first game story. It's kinda strange how they did this. I don't know. Not like I wouldn't mind if they were all standalone things, but yeah. The story is actually pretty good in this. I like the music and the atmosphere. The combat isn't bad. Like you can't say that the combat is like bad, like the actual combat. But the enemies are just like, it's just difficult. Unless I'm missing out on something, but it feels just so difficult, and I feel like they wanted to really like make it have a challenge for you. Especially after the second one being so easy, I guess. But yeah, I like the game. I actually like the game. Like I said, I've played all of these like 1, 2, and 3 once before, but it's kind of funny how I don't fucking remember anything about them. How have I like okay, it's been probably 15 years, over 15 years since I played all of these, but still, how have I like pushed everything out of my mind and don't remember basically anything? It's so weird for me. But something tells me that I've actually like I was so kind of like disappointed with these when I originally played them that I kind of didn't give a fuck. Because after playing these first 3 now, for the second time, I actually think they're really good games. I appreciate them a lot more now. I think they're like super good. The whole like atmosphere, the whole like story, the whole like whole idea of the like the lore and background and all that, and I really like it. So yeah, compared to other ones, I think this isn't as good as the first and second ones, in my opinion. I just don't know why. But I like the first and second one better. Maybe because they're easier. Maybe I'm just a puss like that. But yeah, still a really good game. But these ones I've played, I just don't remember anything about them. And not to mention that I don't know anything about this since I did the hard riddle thing. So it's different anyway. And this game is actually like insane jump scaring all the time. Like this game actually does like a lot of jump scaring. In the first and second games, this actually probably jump scared me like the first and second game put together. But yeah. Well, I liked it. I was happy I played it. It's kinda interesting. One thing that I find interesting as well is that there's actually like these games have like these Silent Hill games actually like feel like they were ahead of, considering that this is like the early 2000s, like at the like turning into 2000s, and they released this game, and these have like very taboo like storylines and situations and stuff, because like for example there's rape or child molestation or like child predation. There's like sexual innuendos and frustrations and all that. Like sex in general, there's like hints about sex. And well, not just hints, yeah. There's like hints about sex in general. There's domestic violence, suicide, murder. You know, like religion is heavily based, and there's like euthanasia also, and of course child abuse. So back in the day, like in the early 2000s, I kind of wonder why this is like. I feel like it's kind of interesting that it got through. It pioneered so much of those taboo subjects that were like banned and wouldn't be like in video games. They weren't like explored at all, and how did they manage to not get censored even more, like completely? That's what makes me so, like, makes me wonder what happened there, because normally everything was like they censored everything back then pretty easily, especially like something considering a cult or religion that like hinted about Christianity, and especially if you hinted it about being evil. So I don't understand how these games got through so easily. They were like ahead of their time. That's how I feel, at least. Like, okay, there was gore and killing and murder and all that in other games, like explicit violence and all that, but many of the other games were like how should I say, like fantasy type of games. Like they were, you couldn't make the illusion that they were real people or real, like real life, if you know what I mean. But these games try to emulate like real life situations or real life people and all that, although the whole like event and places are like surreal and happen to be like supernatural, but it still like alludes to them being normal people. So it's kind of strange that this got through and it wasn't like heavily censored into nothingness, because there's like so many taboo subjects that video gaming wasn't allowed in video games back then, even in the early 2000s. Now it's a bit different. Now it's like it's been a bit different after 2010, but still, I don't know. It's just interesting to me how it works out like that. But yeah, anyway, that was Silent Hill 3. I guess there's nothing else to actually talk about. I like the game. I actually enjoyed. I mean, I don't think it was as good as first and second, but it was still really good. And yeah, it's done now. And this is actually, like, maybe the second and first game would have been fine with hard difficulty, but this was like, I'm pretty sure I would have been soft locked if I did this on hard combat difficulty. So it's a good thing that I didn't, because I'm pretty sure I would have been soft locked at some point. Like, this is the game that requires you to actually know where the loot is, where to go, what enemies to kill, how to bypass them, and what to do. This is the prime example of that type of survival horror game. So I'm glad that I didn't play it on hard difficulty. That would have been pretty bad. Although I did the hard riddle difficulty, but yeah. And I'm kinda happy that I got through the riddles without actually needing to, even though I did one by accident, like solved one by accident, brute force the other one, at least I didn't need to like go online and look at a guide or something which would like give out the code or the solution. So I'm happy about that. At least I didn't like completely fuck up and suck dick. But yeah, anyway, so I'm thinking about next up there would be Silent Hill 4 The Room, which is the last mainline like numbered Silent Hill game. That was kind of like the last one, and it wasn't even supposed to be originally Silent Hill game. It was supposed to be like a separate own title, but they decided to make it like rework it as a Silent Hill 4. And that one I haven't played ever. So I'm kind of thinking about playing it, and I'm kind of curious to see, since I can play it actually on PlayStation 2. I mean, I know that it's on good old games as a PC version, but I don't think I'll be getting it. I don't think there's like that huge of a difference with it. to get it. So I'll just play the PlayStation 2 version. I haven't played it before, so I have no idea what the fuck is up with that. The thing I've heard is that it's not as good as any of these, and it's kind of like a, how should I say, acquired taste if you like to play it or not. So I guess we'll see how it works out. I mean, I'll try, like, I want to see it, I want to test it out, I want to see the story. The one thing I know is that, in my opinion, it's the scariest one out of all of these Silent Hills. Like, it actually, that game and the things that I've seen about it, they actually creep me out, like, completely. So, yeah. I guess I'll just see. I assume, I'm pretty sure I'm going to play it, but I guess we'll see if I do or not. Who knows, if I have the time. I mean, even this took me like basically 5 days. Well, to be honest, it's 4 days. 4 days to complete, so it took me a lot of time compared to how, like, how short it relatively is. Like, it's longer than the previous ones, but it's still not as long as some other things, and it still took me this long to actually complete 4 days of playing. So I guess we'll see if I'm going to do Silent Hill 4 The Room. But yeah, anyway, that was Silent Hill 3 playthrough, done on normal combat difficulty and hard riddle difficulty. I really thank you for watching, and if there's like something you want to comment about my theories and my thoughts about the puzzles and anything, just hit a comment, make a comment on this, on the video, and we'll see. Let's talk about it. Share me your thoughts about the games and these like puzzles and all those. But anyway, I'll stop babbling now. Anyway, thank you for watching Silent Hill 3 playthrough. UFONman is signing out, and I'll see you in the next video. Heather wants to say bye.